June 6, 2022. BWCA, here I come. Entry point 37 in Kawachong. And looking for another spectacular trip this year. This will be my first time going solo into BWCA. Not my first time solo anywhere, but just in the BWCA. So looking forward to that. Checking that box off the list. And here we go. Goodbye, PA. Hello, New York. Bye. Oh, made it to Ohio. Yo, welcome to Cleveland. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention Cleveland Browns too. There's Progressive Field. Goodbye, Ohio, and welcome, Michigan. Oh, Mackinac Bridge. There's Lake Huron. Over there's Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan. Goodbye, Michigan. Hello, Wisconsin. Yep, back on the road this morning. Having a good trip and looking to get into Duluth here in a little bit. Then head north on the North Shore on up to Tofty. Good look at Lake Superior coming into Duluth. Yeehaw!
Use the right lane to take the exit onto Garfield Avenue toward Port Terminal.
Passing through Duluth.
In 2 miles, take exit 259 onto State Highway 61 toward North Shore. I-35 due north.
Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness. You're heading into an area free from technology and modern conveniences. Make sure you've got a current map and a compass. Don't depend on a GPS.
Permit is secured. Sawbill Trail, here we come.
WMI the storm, CZ Top with Give Me All Your Lovin' from 1983.
there's
As
the
you
dirt
release the
road.
news, Moody Blues and Brian Setzer Band on deck, so don't go anywhere, stick right here.
Get a great deal on versatile automotive.
Just made it to Kawachong Lake, BWCA. It's June 7th, 3:48 in the afternoon. Take a walk around. There's nobody here. These are a couple of free camping sites. I think there's 5 of them here. But oh, there's a parking lot. Canoe launch is down here. No motors allowed on this lake, so it's BWCA entry right from the time you put in. Water level looks pretty good here. I'm going to take campsite number 1. Set my hammock up there. Fire pit. Picnic table. I will say the black flies are a little friendly. Kawachong Lake, entry point 37, 6 a.m. on June 8th, my entry day. Looking to have a good day. So far, slightly overcast, but the winds aren't bad at all. So, we'll see how far I make it today. Just came out of Kawachong River from Kawachong Lake on to Square Lake. It's now 7 o'clock. Maybe I'll see a lot of the dead trees, remnants of the Pagami fire in 2011. Lots of green regrowth though. Okay, headed across Square Lake, back onto the river for a little while before I get to Kawachong. It's now 8:30. Just got on the Kawachong. I don't know if you can see it on this or not, but there's an eagle in that dead tree on the island on the left. One campsite over there is full. It's looking back down the lake. Oh, 1:20. Made it onto Lake Polly. And in true BWCA fashion, the winds have been gradually picking up. So if I find an open site here on Polly, I may as well just take it and push up through Koma and Malberg tomorrow and throw up a base camp from there. See you then. For those of you that are wondering, I did find a site on Lake Polly. I'm going to spend the night here. Site's pretty nice. Got a good landing. Hard rock bottom, shallow, easy to get in and out of. I'm not going to set up a full camp tonight just because I'm going to get up and move to Malberg tomorrow. But the fire grate, kitchen's pretty nice. Campsite's somewhat hilly, but able to find room over here for my hammock. Fixing to get some water filtering, a little bit of firewood already, so I'm probably going to get around and start some dinner here soon. Check in later. I'm going to put day one in the books. Made it from Kawachong to Lake Polly. That long portage, the 195 and then the 95 rod portage. It was kind of tough. It was hot out and I was quadruple portaging, so that didn't help any. Met a group from the campground that pulled in late last night, and they caught up to me at the portages there between Kawachong and Lake Polly. But they were a nice group of guys. And when I got to Lake Polly, I met up with a guy from Duluth. He's on the board from the sportsman for the BWCA, and I'd like to put a shout out to those guys for all the good things that they do for us up here. So Lake Polly got a little windy earlier, but it's calmed down. It's pretty nice out now, but the sun's gonna be going down soon, and I'll push on to Koma and Malberg tomorrow. Check with you guys then. Well, getting ready to leave Polly Lake. Had a good night there. Had a good breakfast. Slept in a little bit actually. Pretty tired after the haul yesterday. So we're going to portage 19 rods around this set of rapids, heading into the Kawachong River, and I'll see you guys in a little while. Alright. Down to the last portage going into Koma. I think it's 127 rods. The wind has definitely been gusting this morning. I hope it's not too bad down the lake over in Koma. So we'll see what happens. Well, made it to Malberg Lake finally. 2:20 p.m. June 9th. Just finished up the final portage coming from Koma Lake into Malberg. I'll show you real quick why we portage around here. It's not just for fun. Alright, now to go find a campsite. Falls coming from Koma into Malberg Lake. Camp on Malberg. Getting ready to get set up. It's a furthest site in the southwestern part. Very small, but it's just me, so I'm gonna make it work. The beach site up north of here, across from the portage into the Kawachong River, is turbulent. The wind's blowing down through that channel so bad I can't even get out around it. So I said, I'll just stay here. If anybody's wondering, there's a nice tent pad here. Trees up there. Nice looking channel to fish back here. I guess that probably is a little tent pad there. Very rocky, little slope on it. Alright, get things set up. Here it is, 20 after 11. It's not a sniff, not a nibble, not a bite. So I think I'm gonna camp just around the corner up here. I'm gonna go back and grab some lunch, and thinking maybe I'll go down to the falls where Koma empties into Malberg at. Fish have a tendency to gravitate towards current, so it's a little bit of a paddle, but maybe I can find some fish down there. Check in with you later. I don't know what this is, but watch it move. Must be a tapeworm of some sort. Blows in the wind, but definitely moves on its own. I don't know if you can see it in this picture or not, but the eagle came and landed on the rock in the waterfalls as I was fishing. Yeah, the eagle just took off. Must be he didn't see any fish here either. So it's 4:20 now. By the time I get back to camp, it'll be time to get something to eat and hopefully get out for the evening bite, which will hopefully be better than what I've seen so far. So I'll check in with you in a little bit. So as I'm sitting here fishing down below the Koma waterfall, the eagle landed on the rock. Fish on. Oh, it's a walleye. Not too bad. Solid 16-incher. Got a fish on. Oh, another walleye. It's only about 12. There he goes. Back on the water this morning. 7:10 a.m. on June 11th. The beaver swimming right next to me. Oh, it just went down. There's another one up ahead. Some geese honking. Seen the swans a couple of times now. Seen the loons a couple of times, but they're not talking very much. They're pretty quiet. I have not been able to get close enough to them to get a picture of them. The older guy that I passed on my way in from Koma the other day swore that the falls were the place to be. So I'm going to go back down there and give him another try. He seemed to know what he was talking about. So headed back down to the falls again. We'll see what happens there. Caught the 2 walleye last night. Lost another one that was nicer, a bigger one. And had a couple of hits yesterday from smallmouth. Didn't land either of those. They are really shallow, like in a foot of water on beds. They're spawning. One of the hardest things that I've been to deal with so far this week is all the pollen. It's laying all over the water. It's like snow. It's that white stuff mostly. I can't remember what it is. Dogwood or something. But had a real bite the dust last night on my ugly stick. So I'm down to 1 pole, which is going to mean changing things around a lot more often, but so be it. At least I still have one. I guess that's part of the reason why I bring 2. So, alright, well, I'll check back in when we get down to the falls. Well, only that one little bass, 15 inches here at the falls. So it has sprinkled 4 or 5 times already, and it has drastically cooled off. So hopefully there's not a front moving in. But time to move on, see if we can find some somewhere else. Catch you later. Walleye fillets and Mexican rice. Waterside Resort. June 11th, 7:35. Still here on Malberg. My last night here though. I've kind of grown to like this place. I like the layout of the lake, the contour of it. I think the fishing potential has a lot. Just been kind of tough the last couple of days. Weather's been hot, it's been sunny for the most part. But tomorrow I'm gonna start back home. Planning on stopping the first night in Pali. Second night maybe in Kawachong. But we'll see how the sites play out and go from there. Gonna kind of spend the night here till sunset on this rock island on the western finger of Malberg. It's about halfway up, and see if we can't hook something up with a slip bobber. Catch you later. Got a fish on. Oh, nice northern. Probably 18 to 20 inches. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's a huge flock of geese flying north. Right towards that beautiful sunset. Well, almost 8:30 a.m. June 12th. Last day on Malberg. I'm headed back to Pali today. Of course, all week the wind has been blowing out of the northwest, and graciously now it's coming out of the south, a little bit southwest. So again, I'll be paddling into headwinds. So here we go. Falls going from Koma into Malberg. Back on Lake Pali. That's the exit to the Kawachong River that leads over into Koma and Malberg. was looking south. I'll be heading that way tomorrow. I grabbed the first available site. It's pretty open, pretty big, spread out. A nice camping, cooking area. Started to get some stuff unpacked, get some water going. The landing for this thing is half a mile away, clear over there. Down out that path goes to the canoe. Back here's real big. I don't know, you could probably fit at least 2 tents back here, but this is where I'm gonna hang my hammock. And back down that lovely trail, there's the old latrine. So I'm gonna grab a quick snack. It's like 10 after 2 now almost, so grab a bite to eat and get the rest of camp set up. Then it's fishing time. Got a fish on. Oh. Got a bass. Oh, 5:30. I fished for about an hour. I caught that one 16-inch bass. So he's gonna be dinner tonight. It's getting a little bit overcast and the winds are picking up, but we'll see what happens. Maybe after dinner and whatnot, we'll wander back out and see if we can catch some more. Check in later. That's my first camp visitor. All right, I'll let you go. June 13th, about 9:30. Get ready to shove off from my site on the north end of Polly and head south. Head towards 2 pretty difficult portages and try to knock them out of the way today. At least get down to Kawachong. I don't know, see what the sites are like there on my way in. Kawachong and Kawachong were the busiest, other than Polly, but they don't have as many sites, so if they got something open I may consider staying there. About 1:30 this morning, I woke up to rumbling off in the distance. I thought, oh man, I just checked the weather last night and they said it's gonna be fine. Just high winds Tuesday afternoon, which is why I wanted to get out of here. So I laid there and listened to the thunder and watched the lightning for a little bit. And kept getting closer and closer, and finally I jumped up and grabbed all of my gear and brought it over underneath my hammock rain fly, and it continued to downpour. Wind was blowing, lightning was flying everywhere, and thunder. Typical good storm, you know. And that lasted until 4:30 this morning, and it's just been kind of raining a little bit on and off, hence the Frog Tog rain gear. So you know, I got about 3-4 inches of water in the bottom of the canoe, so I'm gonna dump that out and get things loaded and paddle away, portage away. So I will catch up to you guys later on. Probably not for a while, it's gonna be later. Coming back into Lake Polly and grab my last pack before I head over to Town Line Lake. All it has done this morning since I broke camp was rain. It rained so hard. But I got here to this southern portage into Polly and ran into a group of school students doing a school trip. And I had one of the teachers and a counselor, I think, that was with them. But hopefully they find a site here. Alright, one last pack. See you on the other side. Alright, finally made it back onto Kawachong. 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have to see if there's an open site available. If not, I'm probably gonna have to push it back on down to Kawachong Lake. We'll see what happens. The Pagami fire came through in 2011. 11 years ago. I'm staying on the northernmost eastern side of the lake. There's actually some trees still on this side, so I was able to hang a hammock. Campsites on the western side of the lake are burnt. Have good regrowth, but the trees are still small. Allowed for some tenters like that. Almost 8:15, Tuesday, June 14th. Getting ready to set out from Kawachong. Head back to Kawachong. To those group yesterday, I said that it was supposed to be 75 and sunny and beautiful. I hope that's where you're at, because it's not here. The wind's blowing like crazy. It's tough to get everything packed up this morning. Things are still wet. So we'll see what happens. Got a couple of beaver dams to pick up and go around and over, but hopefully it'll be a smooth trip. We'll see you when we get to later on. Gotta go around some beaver dams like that. As you can see, I've made it back from my 6-day solo trip up Kawachong all the way to Malberg and back. So just got back here to the landing at entry point 37. Had strong southern headwinds the whole way today. It was rough. So well, I'm gonna get things loaded up and head on out. Catch you later. It's 6:50 on Wednesday, June 15th. Time to head home. Another 2-day trip. Hitting a dirt road right now out of Sawbill Campground. Going to stop at the Northwoods Cafe for some grub this morning, and then probably stop around Saginaw, Michigan tonight for a hotel room and some shut-eye back in civilization. So I will see you guys later. Ta-ta.